welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a real quick run through of the 12 astrological signs. You might want to check the description box below because I go in a pretty unique order. I start with air signs, move to water, and then I go to fire signs and end with earth signs. But again, that's in the description box for you. I'm going to use the Morgan Greer and pull 2 cards for each sign in that order. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time, and we'll see what each of the signs needs to know. All right, what do we have for Aquarius, please? Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. All right, what do we have for Aquarius, please? Aquarius, we have Judgment in the reverse and Moon in the reverse. This is telling me that in the near future, I would say within the next 4 weeks, but probably more like next 2 weeks, we've got somebody here who you're going to see their true intentions, and it may seem like you need to be a little bit more patient or give it more time, but when this person shows you who they really are or that they cannot be trusted, believe that and make your decision accordingly. So in other words, do not dilly-dally or delay the decision you need to make regarding this person who is not trustworthy. Okay, what do we have for Gemini, please? What do we have for Gemini? Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. Okay, so pages often are younger or immature energy, but they can also talk about communication. I do feel like, Gemini, you've got some apology coming your way, but it may be a little bit of a disappointing apology. This could be somebody who doesn't really seem enthusiastic about telling you that you were right or admitting fault. This could be somebody who just kind of like, I'm sorry, but has, no intention of changing their behavior. But Gemini, I know you're going to be able to use that discernment to figure out whether or not that apology is something that is worth your time. All right, let's move on to Libra. What do we have for Libra, please? What do we have for Libra? Libra, we've got the 5 of Cups in the reverse, along with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here that may fall through or not go to plan. And even though you may have to be kind of nimble or make an unexpected pivot, this is going to be for your own best interest. Do not spend too much time lamenting what is not working out or what you need to change. This may put you in a better place than you were arguing for or working towards. So go with the flow, adjust whatever you need to, but I do feel like you're still going to be able to get what you need. All right, on to water signs. Pisces is up first. What do we have for Pisces, please? What do we have for Pisces, please? Pisces, we've got the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Pisces, there's an offer approaching you. I do feel like this is probably in the next week or so. The offer is maybe at first a little bit shiny or glittery or, oh yeah, that looks like it's what I want. Be cautious and let it sit for a moment. Really think about it. Maybe you need to sleep on it. But I do feel like you're going to realize that the offer might not really work out that great. This could be a romantic offer. This could be a job offer. This could be somebody who is causing instability and you realize maybe you need to pull back. But you're able to adjust something here that impacts either your money or your relative stability in your life. You just need to be looking for the signs, okay? All right, what do we have for Cancer, please? What do we have for Cancer? Four of Cups, King of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, we got you an extra card, Cancer. I'm not good at just like keeping it short and sweet, you guys. I'm too talkative for that. Cancer, you get the bonus. So we've got the 4 of Cups, the King of Cups in the reverse, and the 5 of Swords in the reverse. Interesting, interesting. There's going to be somebody here who wants to make amends. This is someone you have rejected. This is someone who has been emotionally stunted or difficult because they can't control their anger or their emotions. This person's going to come back around to basically apologize or make amends. And I do feel like this person is genuine. They do really feel bad about what they have done. But I also feel like this is somebody that you may just kind of struggle to allow back into your life. Even if you have great intentions, like whatever, that's how it is, I guess. But they do really feel bad for this. So I guess that counts for something. You got to do what makes sense for you. All right, what do we have for Scorpio, please? Scorpio, we've got the Page of Rods or the Page of Wands in the reverse and the Two of Pentacles. So Scorpio, it looks like you're able to make lemonade out of lemons. Sorry, I almost ruined that one. You get some bad news or something falls short. This is like you measure something wrong, but you're okay because you have extra fabric or you have another 2x4 that you can use. Do not fret. You're able to figure this out or, adjust, but you do have to be a little bit creative or a little extra resourceful. So make sure that you're not being close-minded about how you could potentially deal with this mismeasurement or this miscommunication. All right, let's move on to fire signs. First up would be Aries, and this is the Tattoo Tarot. What do we have for Aries, please? Aries, we've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Swords. This feels to me like somebody is wanting you to incur the costs that are not your responsibility. What I'm seeing in particular here would be like if you go all in on an Airbnb with a bunch of friends and one person pays for it and then everyone has to pay their fair share. There's someone here who's like delaying it or procrastinating or making excuses. So this is saying for some of you, you need to just say no. You don't want to be the person who's in charge of that, or you need to expect there to be a delay in somebody paying you to make good on it. I feel like if you know ahead of time that somebody is going to make this difficult for you, you might just like bow out and be like, if I have to be responsible for that, that's not something I want to deal with. Sorry. Because you don't owe anybody that like loan, right? All right, let's look at Leo. What do we have for Leo, please? Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. So it feels to me like there is some rejection that has happened. This could be friendship or this could be in a romantic sense, but we have somebody who seems to be regretting rejecting a person. So this could be you being a little bit remorseful over a connection that you've lost, or this could be somebody who's looking at you as the one who got away and trying to figure out what they can do to recapture this chemistry or this connection between the two of you. But it does look like this is a no contact situation. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius, please? What do we have for Sagittarius? We've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Something that has been going on for a long time, Sagittarius, which has probably been a bit difficult or frustrating for you, is about to come to an end. There's someone here who shows up on the scene and they have the authority or they have the ability to correct something that has been going on that should not have been. So this could be like a district manager coming in to straighten out your assistant manager. This could be family support, helping you to understand how to approach your relationship in a more, effective or mature way. There's something that is able to be addressed successfully, and it could be because someone here is helping you or offering an assist, but it does create, I think, a much more peaceful experience for you, Sagittarius. Let's move on to Earth signs. What do we have for Capricorn, please? What do we have for Capricorn, please? Well, that's your card, Capricorn. We have the Devil. I think we got someone who's obsessed with you. And the Knight of Swords in the reverse. I think there's someone here who's feeling like if they want to get your attention or if they want another chance with you or if they want to get their point across, they need to be face to face with you. So when I say this person is obsessed with you, I do feel, Capricorn, that the majority of you are dealing with somebody who is trying to get you into a relationship and they feel frustrated by how you've interacted with them. But for many of you, this could also just be about somebody who feels like they can't control you and they don't like that you're a bit unpredictable or like difficult to handle. They find you to be impulsive, or you don't always say what people expect you to say. And they're trying to figure out a way to get you to do what they want. All right. Let's see what we've got for Taurus. What do we have for Taurus, please? Taurus, we've got the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Cups. You have choices in front of you right now, Taurus, and it may be a very good idea for you to do a decent amount of research on these options, because one of them is exactly what you're looking for. Obviously, this could be about dating or job search, maybe even looking for a place to live, but you have something that is exactly what you're looking for. If you just have the right kind of magnifying glass, or if you do right by that research. So good luck to you on that. And what do we have for Virgo, please? What do we have for Virgo, please? Virgo, we've got the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Cups in the reverse. Feels to me like there's something here that is said to you which you should not believe. If you act too quickly on this information or jump to conclusions, you may find that you feel awfully foolish or sheepish for not taking time to do your own research or see if what you've been told is accurate or true. So make sure you sleep on it, or make sure you think about what's going on. Are there any motivations for this person who's told you this information to lie to you? Because maybe if you think about it that way, it becomes more clear for you that you can't really believe what this person is telling you. They have their own goal or motivations here, and they may not want to be totally honest about that. But I do feel like this is a lie, and you're able to figure that out without too much effort. All right, I hope this is helpful and that you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes and the hypes, and I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles!